in the wake of this pandemic, right after the Trump administration announced its public charge rule, which basically said if you are undocumented and seek public services, public health care, you will be essentially put on a fast track to either denial of citizenship or outright deportation. Now that we have this pandemic, people are either afraid to go to Elmhurst Hospital out of the cost or out of sheer fear that they will be put in the public charge list.
Joining me now is Dinesh D'Souza, conservative commentator, author of the upcoming book, United States of Socialism. All right, Dinesh, so all the radicals have a lot more time on their hands. So it's institutional racism, it's Trump doesn't like immigrants, it's the whole litany of complaints.
Well, it's a little bit of a turnaround, isn't it? Because when this first erupted, when this crisis first started, and Trump used the phrase, the Chinese virus, there was a big leftist uproar. How dare you call it a Chinese virus? A virus isn't ethnic. A virus can't be racist. It just happened to originate in China. Now we see a shift. Suddenly there's an attempt, and by the way, AOC is not unique. This is going on with Elizabeth Warren, Bill de Blasio, kind of an attempt to sort of racialize the controversy, attempt to make it a black and a brown controversy. AOC uses this kind of great phrase, the undocumented immigrant. Now, I mean, an illegal alien is no more an undocumented immigrant than someone who forcibly occupies my house as an undocumented owner. The problem is not the lack of documentation, it's the unlawful occupation. So the issue here is that as a country, we owe debts and obligations to our fellow citizens, but not to others. And I think it's remarkable here that at a time of, that should be a time of national unity, we have this kind of attempt now to turn the tables, racialize the controversy, make the virus in effect racist, and then call for racially tailored solutions.
And Andrea Mitchell chimed in and said this, Dinesh.
There were a number of people in red states early on who didn't heed the warnings to socially distance because they believed the president's false comments.
Dinesh, you've heard a lot, and you know Andrea Mitchell, I mean, has done some great reporting in her day. I've always respected like her foreign policy; it was great over the years. But it's like now it's the red state. But it's I thought the virus again was didn't recognize ethnicity or state or political party, but now it is.
Well, I think this was an attempt to try to imply that because there was so much disinformation coming out of Trump himself and coming out of Fox News, that somehow we would see massive casualties in the red states. And of course, the more educated and sophisticated blue states would not see this kind of problem. Of course, in reality, it's been the opposite. And in fact, the overall statistics being trumpeted by people like Andrea Mitchell and others have proven to be widely exaggerated.